So today on one of my many Stripe accounts, I made 500 US dollars, and I want to share the lessons I've learned from making this 500 US dollar today. So I brought on a new client that needs my help when it comes to just making more money selling a certain product. He's sort of currently doing door to door with the product, but he wants to bring the product online, and he's in a very tough situation. He has a newborn son that is 1 year old. He's about to get married to his partner. They're currently on food stamps, and he's struggling to make ends meet. Like, it's very tight. He has debt that he has to pay off, and initially we usually charge upwards of 3,500 up to $10,000 for different programs that we offer when it comes to coaching, mentorship, instead of just helping people scale their online business. I've even charged up to $25,000 in the past. But in this scenario, he literally just didn't have the money, and he couldn't even afford 3,500. But I really, really wanted to help him out, and even just trying to ask him what he could potentially do, like even just offering a discounted payment plan, like it was a struggle. Like, before we could even talk about this $500 deposit, even just getting him to the point of being willing to put the $500 deposit was really tough. The lessons I learned from it is sort of just being a real human, being empathetic, listening, and not trying to be salesy, not trying to hard close, and just trying to level with them. I think that's one. That's a very important thing. Two, trying to see things from their perspective. Like, I knew that his partner was someone that he is, like, obviously she doesn't work in the business, but whenever he makes a decision, he lets his partner know. Yes, he's the decision maker. Yes, he's sort of the man of the family, but I could just sense that, like, I wanted to make sure that his partner was comfortable with his decision. So I put in effort to talk to his partner and make sure that she was happy and make sure she didn't have any questions or qualms. So that's another thing I learned. Another thing I learned is, you can tell there's certain people that they're very, like, this was our second call. I initially talked to him yesterday, and today was a follow-up call where I closed and I collected payment. Um, Another lesson I learned was that sometimes you can just tell when someone, you can't really hard close them, then they're not emotionally held back. It's something different. It's more of like a financial problem, or more of a, I really want to just get a bit more trust in you. And in those situations, I'm glad I was just like, yeah, I totally understand. Like, I did a bit of sort of objection handling, really got down to, like, hey, is this a problem of price or your partner, blah blah. um, and I was like, hey, let's book in a call for tomorrow, or like, how long will it take for you to have this discussion with your partner? It'll take me, I'll do it tonight. All right, let's jump on a call tomorrow. So I'm really, really glad I didn't try and push it, and I'm really happy with my new sort of opening. Usually I used to tell them, hey, we're gonna jump in this call, ask you a few questions, get to know about your more about your business, and if this is the right fit, we can move forward. That type of energy. And I really like the new chill energy of, like, awesome, how can I help you today? I think that has also helped drastically. Um, because yesterday I think we closed 6,500. Here, let me show you a different account yesterday. I think it was on this account maybe. Yesterday, yeah, 6,500. So this is one of our another accounts. And this has been the approach I've been taking. So I'm very, very happy with this approach. Um, yeah, I think those are the main lessons and key takeaways. And also not being thirsty for the close. Like, a great example is sort of with girls or friends. When you're thirsty to sort of make the close, girls are like, yo, what's up with this dude? Same thing when it comes to sales. When you're just thirsty to collect the money, guess what? They're gonna be like, yo, I don't trust this guy. So don't be thirsty with it. give value, be patient, try to be a human being. Also, not having expectations. Like, I used to hope that the person would show up for the follow up call, hope that they'd be willing to invest. But now I'm just like, yo, there's probably a good chance that the person's not going to show up and they're going to change their mind. Like, that is my default. I set the bar and the expectation very low so that it's very easy to exceed. On top of that, another thing I've learned is it's so important to like I have all my customers when they join on notifications, and like I get so many messages from family, friends, business partners, employees. But if I see a message from a payment, I try to click and I try to reply to them instantly. I think that's so important. Like, how they feel when they're onboarded on the first 24 hours is so freaking important. So you want to reply to the message as quick as possible, and after a week's time, you'll notice like the messages will start being more spaced out. They'll give you more breathing room, and then you can sort of be more chill with it. But I really want to be on top of it with my students, because the student we closed today for the 500, um, like we need to make this work for him. Like, I need to make this work for him, because the next payment, it's going to be increased. The next payment's going to be 1,200. The last third month is going to be 1,800, and we need to get him from like 9k to 15k to 17.5, and hopefully by the end of the 12 weeks he'd be at 20k, which that's his dream, that's his goal. He'll be very, very happy, because right now he's just making ends meet after expenses at 9k. But if we can get up him to 20k, he'll have like an extra 5-6k just spare, so he'll be very, very in a good spot. So that's going to be our goal. And like, focusing on the customer. Like, if you truly want the customer to succeed, you're putting them top of your priority, replying to them as soon as possible, thinking about them. Trust me, one, people are just going to want to give you money because they can sense that. But two, you're going to attract more customers. And three, they're going to be sticky. They're going to pay again. They're going to stay on the payment plan. They're going to renew their mentorship with you. So give value. And plus, you'll have an amazing testimonial, and you can document the journey, and you have all these cool recordings of where you're taking them. So really focus on just giving the customer value and giving them the best experience possible, and being their best friend, and putting in the work. I think when I first got started into coaching and mentorship when I was younger, like, I try to systemize it. I try to have employees sort of reply on my behalf. I had like a 24-hour rule. Now it's freaking just on my notifications. Like, I used to not have customers on notifications. But I guess when you sort of been put through a ringer, our company has bled out because I've invested so much into my education company. It makes me really, really appreciate these amazing consulting gigs that I can get, because I'm literally just getting paid for sharing my knowledge and time. So I realize how fortunate and how amazing info products, mentorship, coaching is, how lucrative it is. And previously I didn't appreciate it enough. I didn't put in enough work. I didn't really do everything I can or could to make the customer succeed. And that's exactly what I'm doing now. Little things. But then I've also learned little things, such as giving them homework after collecting payment, so that they have a sense of direction. Booking that next call. Every single call, have a call booked in. Little things like that. Obviously, previously I would have hated filling up my calendar, and I wanted the customer to book in a call when they're ready. But obviously that didn't happen, and I enjoy making money with not having to put in too much work. But I think, guess what? Like, I got yesterday, 2 days ago, I received $1,000 subscription payment that came in again, and that's just through me following up, giving value. I think people can sense it. So give value, put customers at the top of your list, go above and beyond for your customers, and you know what? Money will just sort of come. It's weird. The universe will somehow just attract more customers and more sales to you when the universe sees that you're putting your customers at the top and you're going above and beyond for them, it's people can sense it, and the way you carry yourself would also be sensed. But yeah, if you want to learn how to sort of make, I guess the last 3 days we've cleared, let's see, 7,000, 1,000 on my crypto. I cleared like 7,000, no, 8,000, $8,000 in the last 2 freaking days. So if you want to learn how to go ahead and get paid by sharing your knowledge, learn how I'm doing this, um, send me a message. I've linked my Instagram and email in the description below, and I'd love to see if I can help you out. Peace.